The Battle of Rocroi, fought on the 19th of May of 1643, was a major engagement of the 30 Years' War between the French army, led by the 21-year-old Duke of Enghien, later known as the Grand Conde, and the Spanish forces under General Francisco de Mello. Since 1618, the Austrian Habsburg had been fighting with the French House of Bourbon. This conflict embroiled a number of allied nations in Europe, bringing Spain and the Holy Roman Empire into conflict. And with the death of Louis XIII and the placement of his 4-year-old son Louis XIV on the throne of France, Spain decided to test French authority. They launched an attack with their holdings in the Netherlands on the north of France. In May of 1643, the Spanish army of 27,000 men strong laid siege to the northern French fortress of Rocroi. With 23,000 men, the very young French commander, Duc d'Enghien, set out to stop the Spanish invaders. Arriving on the 18th, he placed his forces on a ridge to the south of the besieged city, between a wood and a marsh. De Mello decided to counter the French threat, lifting the siege and forming a line of Spanish troops. And he expected a pretty easy victory that would force the French to negotiate for peace. The battle began early the next morning with a French cavalry attack on the Spanish left. The French horsemen pushed back the Spanish cavalry, and followed up by swiftly charging the exposed Spanish left flank, routing the Spanish horsemen and threatening the Spanish infantry, which had been pushing hard against the French center at the time. Simultaneously, the French cavalry on the left, against Enghien's orders, attacked the Spanish right and were repulsed. The Spanish mounted a counterattack, initially very successful, but their advance was eventually halted by French reserves. While the French left and center would be forced back, Enghien continued to push with his cavalry on the Spanish left flank, and he was able to encircle behind the Spanish lines, scattering the Spanish cavalry and leaving the infantry surrounded. It's a credit to the bravery of the Spanish tercios. Those were a formation of pikemen supported by musketeers, who held strong in the face of 2 cavalry charges. The elderly Spanish infantry general Paul Bernard de Fontaine, from the Spanish Netherlands, and known to the Spanish as de Fuentes, suffered from gout, and he was carried into the battle on a sedan chair where he was promptly killed. Soon after, the French brought their artillery forward and used these guns, in addition to captured Spanish guns, to pulverize the Spanish troops. Impressed with the heroism of the Spanish infantry in combat, Enghien offered generous surrender terms, and the Spanish accepted. When Enghien personally rode forward to take their surrender, however, some of the Spanish tragically thought that this was the beginning of a French cavalry charge and opened fire on him. Angered by what they thought was treachery, the French attacked again, this time without quarter, and a slaughter ensued. French losses were about 4,000, and of the 7,000 Spanish infantry, only 390 officers and 1,386 enlisted men were able to escape back to the Spanish Netherlands. While the war now entered a stalemate, Rocroi had put an end to Spanish leadership in Europe. The victory for France ushered in an era of optimism and absolute monarchical power for the next 72 years under Louis XIV, also known as the Sun King. So this week's game is Rocroi, 19 May 1643, the End of Spanish Ascendancy, and it was put out by SPI Games in 1976 as part of their 30 Years' War quad. It was developed by Linda Mosca, and the maps were made by Redmond Simonson. So in this game, each hexagon of the map represents 175 meters of actual terrain, and each strength point represented on the chits is between 75 and 100 men. Each game turn represents 45 minutes of actual time, and each artillery counter represents 4 or 5 heavy guns. There are 4 types of units in the game: infantry, artillery, cavalry, and leaders, and each is going to function a little different. Units have a couple of numbers on them, and the combat strength is the first number, and it's the relative strength of the unit when attacking and defending, and it's expressed in terms of strength points. And there's also a movement allowance, which is the number of clear terrain hexes that a unit can cross. The leadership value on the leadership units is the relative ability of any given leader, and it's expressed in leadership value points. The player turn sequence is a pretty basic one. The first step you take in a turn is the disruption removal phase, and the phasing player attempts to undisrupt all their eligible friendly units in accordance with the disruption rules. This is followed by an artillery fire phase, and the phasing player fires any friendly artillery in accordance with the artillery rules, and neither player can move during this phase. This is followed by the movement phase, and the phasing player can move any, all, some, none of their units or leaders as they desire. This is followed by the movement phase, in which the phasing player can move their units, and this is followed by the combat phase. The second player then has their turn and does the same thing, and at the end of both players' turns, you move the game turn marker one space. Let's talk about artillery first. And artillery counters are immobile and they have no combat strength. During the artillery phase, the phasing player can choose to fire on one opposing unit for each artillery unit that they have. Now, artillery only act during this phase and they don't participate in any sort of combat. To determine the result of artillery fire, you count the range in hexes to the targeted unit and you roll 1d6. You consult the artillery fire table and apply the result cross-indexing the number of hexes to the target with the die roll. You then apply the results that are indicated on the artillery must have an open line of sight to the targeted unit, so if you can draw a straight line from the artillery to the target, and the resulting line doesn't pass through hexes that have, say, blocking terrain, such as woods, forest, hilltops, towns, or if the hexes are not occupied by enemy or friendly units, then you have an open line of sight, and the artillery can make the shot. Now note that terrain in the target or the firing hex do not block line of sight. If the line of sight follows a straight hex side, it's open as long as only one unit occupies one of the hexes that has that line as its sight, and I've illustrated that here. If there are units on either side of that straight line, then the line of sight is blocked. If a hex that contains an artillery unit is occupied by an enemy unit, that gun is considered captured, and it may be used by the enemy unit in the next round. Artillery have no zones of control, and they don't have an inherent combat strength. They can only be captured and cannot be disrupted or eliminated. They do not need a friendly unit in the same hex in order to fire, but friendly units are useful for defending that artillery piece from attack. And they can stack with a single friendly unit. Now, any and all player units may be moved during the movement phase, up to the limits of the movement points printed on their counters. And while friendly units may not stack on each other, except for artillery and leaders, they can pass through hexes containing other friendly units. However, they may not enter hexes containing an enemy unit. It costs 1 movement point to enter clear terrain, and for the cost of all other types of terrain on movement, you consult the terrain effects chart. And in future games, we'll talk about that a little bit. Like most other war games, the 6 hexagons immediately surrounding a hex constitute the zone of control of any unit in that hex. Now, in this game, units don't have to stop when they enter an enemy zone of control. However, if they start the combat phase in the zone of control of an enemy unit, they have to. Leaders cannot attempt to rally a unit from disruption if that unit's in an enemy zone of control. However, leaders can participate in combat and add their combat strength to an attack if they're in a zone of control of an enemy. Combat basically involves the attacker totaling up all of their strengths that are attacking in the battle and comparing them to the defender's combat factors. This gives you an odds ratio between the attacker and the defender, and you always round down numbers in favor of the defender. You then roll a d6, and you check your combat results table. You cross-index the die roll with the ratio, and you see what result you get. Separate combats may be resolved in any order that the attacker wishes, so long as all combats are resolved during that combat phase. And like most other war games, all of the phasing players' undisrupted units which end the movement phase in an enemy-controlled hex have to attack enemy units during the ensuing combat phase. And all enemy units that have disrupted friendly units in their zones of control must be attacked by the friendly players' units in the combat phase. You can resolve attacks in any fashion you wish as long as all adjacent units are attacked. Now, more than one unit can combine strength points to attack an enemy unit, and a unit can spread its single attack out over several enemy units. In fact, that has to be done to meet the above conditions. Also note in specific games, certain types of terrain can also affect combat, and this is again on the terrain effects chart. Now remember that a unit can also make attacks at very poor odds in order that the attacks against other defenders may be made at higher odds by allotting most of the attacking force to the major objective. Now these attacks are known as diversionary or holding attacks, and in this specific game, artillery bombardment attacks do not count as a diversionary. A little bit of an explanation on the results on the combat results table. An AE means that the attacker unit is eliminated. An AD means that the attacking unit is disrupted, and if it's already been disrupted, it's eliminated. An AX means that the attacking unit is disrupted, and the defender must disrupt units equal to the number of attacking units that are eliminated, or the next higher number if you don't have a combat factor equal to that of the attacker. Now, if either unit's already disrupted, they are eliminated. A DX is a defender exchange. It acts just like except the roles are reversed. A dot indicates that there's been no effect of the combat. And finally, a DD means that the defending unit is disrupted. And if it's already disrupted, it's eliminated. Now, units that are disrupted are flipped over, and the number on the back is the new defensive combat strength of the unit. And leaders and artillery are never disrupted. Disrupted units can't attack, they can only defend with that number, and they have no zone of control. They can also move only 2 hexes per turn, and can never cross rivers or enter woods. As I mentioned before, an additional disruption result on a disrupted unit means that that unit's eliminated. To remove disruptions, you're going to roll for each unit during the disruption removal phase. You basically roll a dice 6 for each disrupted unit, and on a result of a 5 or 6, the unit is rallied, and it can be flipped back over to its original side, and it's no longer operating under disruption conditions. It can then normally move and attack. If a leader is stacked or within 1 hex of a disrupted unit, the numbers on the rally die roll that are required to remove the disruptions are lowered by the leadership rating of the stacked leader. Thus, if a unit is stacked with a leader that has a leadership of 2, they would need a 5 minus 2 or 3 or higher to remove the disruption. Also note that leaders can add their leadership value to the combat strength of a unit that they're stacked with in combat, and if that unit is attacked and eliminated, or the leadership unit is not stacked with a friendly unit, and an enemy unit moves into that hex, then that leader is eliminated. Now, the rules as written have a fairly cumbersome demoralization system. I've simplified it down just a little bit, and I say that both sides become demoralized when they take a 60% reduction in force. Now, when this happens, all friendly units are flipped over to their demoralized status, and they move towards their side of the map trying to get off. They can, however, be attacked. So this means in the Rocroi game, if the Spanish lose 190 units, they're disrupted, and if the French lose 160 units, they're disrupted. Now, these demoralized units can't be rallied, but they can defend as a disrupted unit. To make the game simple, I say that each side gets 1 victory point for every unit eliminated or artillery captured, and at the end of the game, you compare your victory points to determine the victor. Okay, let's get to playing. So we've got the Rocroi set up here, and if you want to follow along, go ahead and download it and set it up, and I can wait.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Okay, there you go. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to have the French, who are on this blue on the right side, I think we're going to have them kind of move around here onto the left flank of the Spanish, who are on the orange. And hopefully they can just run their way down the line. That'll be kind of like the real battle. The Spanish have a pretty heavy infantry in the middle here, and they have 3 artillery units. They have 1 down here on the south, or the right, 1 in the middle, and then 1 way up here on the left flank. And the French have just these 2. So French will get to move first, and we don't have to rally anybody from disruption, so we can go ahead and go. Now, they can go ahead and make an artillery shot, and I'm going to do that. If you look on the artillery table here, right here, artillery fire table, you can see 6+ hexes. They need a roll of 1 to hit, and I think I'm going to try to go these 2 15-2s in the middle of the Spanish line. I'll just do the right one first against the left of the Spanish, and then the left one against the right. So we'll do 1, 2, nothing, and 3, nothing. Okay, now the French can go ahead and move. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, and 6. Now, I'm going to go ahead and leave this leader back here. And I think what I'll do is I'll use these leaders behind the line, and they'll just move from place to place to try to rally units. The Spanish, I think, are just going to try to move forward. I think that's what I'm going to do with them. Whenever I've done that, they've lost, but we'll do it just to illustrate how things are going. 6. And now I'm going to kind of make a V here. so that the infantry won't get in the line of sight of these guns. 3. Okay, we'll put him back here. We'll put him back. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm going to keep him back here for now. Again, I can try to keep the line of sight. I want to keep these guys back. I'm going to keep these 9s with the artillery so that the artillery can continue firing. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. And hopefully, now this is the first of this series of games I've played. I've liked it so far. It's been pretty fun. It's really basic, but it's still pretty fun to play. As I get older, I find myself liking simpler games more and more. You'll notice I haven't done a lot of bigger games on here. I suppose the hard part is just getting these out once a week. I try to get these games out once a week, and I try to play them 5 times, so time is kind of a issue. Now I'm trying to load up a bunch. I'll try to get a bunch of games done at one time so that I get 2 or 3 weeks open to play a bigger game and then make a video hit. But so far I've been running a little late. Life does get in the way. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and I will go ahead. That guy's pretty powerful there. 1, 2. I feel like my cavalry line here's a little bit thin, so I'm going to try to move some of these guys down. There's a gap here. Now, with the zones of control not stopping movement, it's pretty easy to move through the line. So, like this enemy unit could actually slip right through here and go from the back. Luckily, there's not any flank rules on this. So, okay, that's it for the French. Now the Spanish are going to get a go. Nothing to do on disruptions, but they do get to do an artillery attack. I'm going to go with the toughest artillery, or the toughest cavalry unit here. That's his 8-6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's still, we just need a 1. Nope. Okay, I'll go ahead and go with this 9. Nope. And 4, 5, 6. It doesn't really matter where I shoot with this guy. So I'm going to go with the 10. Try to hit the toughest unit that I can. Nothing. Okay. Now the Spanish can move. And we're going to try to bring as many to bear as possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to move into the woods. 5, 6. See, we can move right around them. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6. I'm going to pull this guy out. And actually what I'm going to do, I'll keep him there. Well, let's go ahead and do that. We'll do a diversionary attack there. Okay. With these guys, I think I'm going to move them forward, but I'm not going to move them. Hopefully I can bring... Let's bring that guy there. I can bring these guys into my trap here and get a chance to fire at them. We'll move another one here. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Infantry are easy. 2, 1, 2. And I think I'll move to my right. I'll move the Spanish to their left flank. Try to shore it up a little bit. What's under him? Oh, 15. That's good to have. Okay. It's going to be a pretty narrow little window to fire in, but we'll do it. Nope, I'll stay back there. I want to keep these guys protected. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, can't. Oh, man. Three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've basically, everybody's kind of steering clear of those cannons, which is probably good. And then they're going to probably slowly move into each other. So we can go ahead and start fighting. We've got 4 to 2 down here, so that's a 2 to 1 odds. I roll a 2. 2 to 1, 2 is a defender exchange. So the defender is flipped, and this guy will have to flip since it's exchange. Okay. We'll go with a 3 and the 3 to a 4. That's a 6 to 4 or 1 to 1 odds. 2, 1 to 1, 2, another defender exchange. And they have to flip too. Okay, and then a 2 to 1 odds. 5. 2 to 1, 5, nothing. Okay, up here on the north. I say north. I'm not sure if that is north. I guess I don't see a compass rose on this. Okay, we're going to say that's north. 3, 6, 10 to 4. And let's make it 10, 11, 12, 13. So let's go with 3 to 1. With a 3. 3 to 1. 1, 2, 3 is a defender. Flips. Okay, now we have to do a 3 to 4 or a 1 to 2. 1 to 2 with a 4 is a defender exchange. Okay, flip. Flip. And then a 4 to 6 is another 1 to 2. And we do a 6. And that is an attacker is disrupted. So we flip them. And that ends the turn, so we'll move game turn 1. That was turn track 1. We move to turn track 2. And now it is up to the French. Okay, first of all, we need to see for disruptions. Nobody to rally from disruption, they have to be at least an extra hex away. They can't be in an enemy zone of control. So these guys can't do anything. Now we can move our cannonry. Nobody's in range here except this guy. So we're going to go with that 15 to 2. We need a 1, nothing. I'll do it the second shot. 2, nothing. Okay, that's it for artillery. Now we can make movements. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to try to move around here, and I think what I can do is I'm going to go, if I get these 6 to 1s, I can pretty much eliminate. Actually, if I can just get 5 to 1 against these guys, so if I can get 10 units on them, I pretty much am going to destroy them. So let's do that with these. 6. I don't have anybody else that'll get enough. Okay. That's 3 to 1 odds. And the rest of these guys are kind of weak. Well, we've got this 8 guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give me 2 to 1 odds. That's not bad. And 1, 2, 3. These guys are too far down here. 6. Okay, this guy's going to move here. 2, 4, 6. Actually, that's not going to do me any good. So let's go 2-to-1 here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And then this guy's going to move here, and he can try to rally them. Just thought of a rule I hadn't mentioned. That's if cavalry decide to charge a infantry, if an infantry is disrupted and cavalry decide to charge it, they can fight at double strength. However, the cavalry is disrupted at the end of that charge, so just something there to know. I think that's a rule specifically to the Rocroi game. So this guy leader, I'm going to go ahead and keep it back here, and we're just going to move our line forward more. Hopefully we can stay out of cannon range there. 3. These guys are going to move north just a little bit so the cannons can... And let's see. Oh, these guys. Okay. We'll move him here. And is there a leader in here? Oh, okay. Hold on. 2. Okay. 1, 2. If I can move this guy here, this is interesting. Okay. 6, 2, 4. This guy moves here and here, and 4 to 6. That's 1-to-1. Can't really get much more there. Oh, this 6. Okay, there 10. Okay, and there's 2 and 4. Move that guy down there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Try to keep this line somewhat together. Okay. There we go. I think I've got everybody moved. Again, I'm pushing hard on the flanks. Fairly historical, but the French actually would kind of, again, move around here and encircle the back of the Spanish there. And in reality, the French, they did move against the Spanish right flank here, but they were pushed back pretty considerably. Okay, let's go ahead and start to figure out some combat here. So I got 2 and 4 to 4. So I got 1-to-1 odds with a 4. Nothing. Okay. 8, we'll have this 2-to-1 with that 8 to 3. 2-to-1, 1. Okay, that's a defender flip. Okay. And then I've got a 6, a 3-to-1 odds against this guy. 3-to-1, 1 is a defender that is going to eliminate this guy. And then we've got, that was a 6. Okay, then we've got 8, 10, 5-to-1. Well, we know that's going to be a, unless there's an exchange. If it gets a 6, oh, there is an exchange. Okay, so we get a flip, and this guy's eliminated. Okay, then we've got 1-to-1. We'll just break this into 2 1-to-1 attacks. So 1-to-1, 3, nothing, and 1-to-1, 3, nothing. Okay. Coming down here, we've got 4 and 6. 4 and 6, so that's 10 to 4, 2-to-1 odds with a 5. 2-to-1, 5, nothing. Then we go a 1-to-1, a 1-to-1, and a 1-to-2. So we'll start 1-to-1, 5, defender exchange. That's going to flip him and eliminate him. 1-to-1, 6 is a, that's an attacker disruption. And then a 1-to-2, 5. Attacker disruption. Okay, then down here we got a 2-to-1, 4, 2-to-1, 4, nothing, and then a 4-to-4, that's a 1-to-1, 1. I like these low probabilities. That makes it nice, and that's a defender disruption. Okay, that's it for the French turn. The Spanish get to go. So first of all, any disruptions they can fix? Nope, everybody's engaged. Then we can do with the cannon. Okay, this cannon here has got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we roll a 3. So 3 to 5, 3, nothing. Okay, I didn't realize I was in the range of the cannon there. Okay. And then down here, let's go with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need a 1 or 2. Nothing. Okay, and then a 1, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go ahead and shoot right down this line at that 10. Nothing. Okay. Now they can move. So let's try to get... I think I'm going to come back. These guys are pretty protected here. I'll come up here, and hopefully that can do that. That'll help that guy out. And down here, is there a leader? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and then this guy will move down here. 7. 2, 4, 2, 1, 2. This guy, and move up the line there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Things are going to start to get a little more serious here with the infantry moving into place. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Move that infantry forward. They're just marching forward. So the bloodbath's about to begin. I'll keep him back. 1, 2, 3. Where's the 6? Move that guy there. I think everybody's pretty much moved. Okay. Now we can do the attacks. Now, starting up here, we have a 4 to 4. So that's a let's get rid of our moves. So we got a 1-to-1 odds, and a 6 at 1-to-1 is an attacker disrupted. So we flip that. Okay, then we can just move down the line here. 1-to-1, 6, another attacker disrupted. 2-to-1, 1, 2-to-1, 1. That's a defender disrupted. And then a 10-to-2, 5-to-1, 4. Defender disrupted. Okay, coming down here, 15-to-4 is a 3-to-1 with a 5. Nothing. Okay, the 4-to-6 is a 1-to-2. 6, defender is attacker is disrupted. 4-to-1. They should get these guys cleaned out. 4-to-1, 3, defender disrupted. So he's gone. 4-to-1, 1, that guy's gone. And 3-to-1. 3-to-1, 3, defender disrupted. So we cleaned out some of those small units. And then we've got a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got a 3-to-1 down here at the bottom. 3-to-1, 1, defender disrupted. Okay, end of turn. So that's the end of turn 2. Now we go to turn 3. So we'll start with the disruptions. Now, we're going to have to go through and roll for disruptions. So we've got this leader up here. and he is on the French side, and so these would normally be a 5 to 6, but since he's adding 2 leadership, you take off 2, so it's 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get a 5, so he's rallied. We go with this guy, same thing, 2, so he does not rally. This one down here doesn't have a leader, but we can try. He gets 5, so he rallies. These guys are in the zones of control, so they can't do anything. Okay, there's a 1 for this guy, so he needs a 4, 5, or 6. A 1 does not rally, and the other guy gets a 2, does not rally. So that's it for them. We're now going to take 2 shots, and we're going to shoot at this 15 to 2 here. We get a 1, that's nothing, and a 6. Oh, the 1 was something. I'm sorry, that did disrupt him, so that hurt. Okay, there we go with the artillery. Now we need to figure out movements. So we are going to continue to move these guys around. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to move this 8 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where it gets ridiculous. Again, zones of control really make a game better, but that's okay. Okay, I think we're going to go right up to that guy, and we can actually, if we move into that zone, he is dead, so we're going to do that. We're going to get sneaky on him there. He was not stacked. I should be stacking these guys. Let's see. This 4... and he can still attack, and let's see, he can fight there, these 2 can fight here, these guys can fight here. We'll move 1, 2, 1, 2. There, we'll stack him. We'll put this guy here, this guy here, this guy here. Okay. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, that's going to be a trap. Okay. Okay, 8 here. 8 here. I think I could try to get 2 to 1 odds there. And we'll do 10 here. 10. 8. Move this guy here. 1, 2, 3. Kind of keep it a window open there. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, and then these guys here. Wait, 1, 2, 3. And here. We'll go here. Here, 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 here. Okay, and then try to get some sort of protection there. Let's put that guy there. And that guy there. Yeah, there's no zones of control, so let's at least try to keep them together. Form a line. Okay, I think that's it for the French movement. Okay, we've got 2 to 1 with a 3. 2 to 1 to 3 is a defender exchange, so they lose 1, and then 1 defender is going to flip. Okay, 4 to 1. With a 1 is a defender eliminated, so he's eliminated. And then a 4, 5, 6, a 1 to 1, 2. 1 to 1, 2, defender exchange. So he's flipped, and then these 2 flip. Okay, over here, they've got 4, and then we've got 8 and 6. 14 to 4 is 3 to 1. 3 to 1, 6, nothing. Oof, okay. 4 to 2, 2 to 1, 2. That's a defender. And I don't think there's any advance after combat rules in this game that I know of, that I'm aware of. So, okay, these two are going to fight, and then him, and then him, and then him. So 8 and 8 is 2 to 1 odds with a 6. Defender exchange. Okay, so we lost a pretty important unit, but we also flip 1. Okay, 12 to 10 is we're going to go 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 2. So first of all, 1 to 1 with a 1 is a defender is going to be flipped. A 1 to 1 with a 5 is a defender exchange. Flip, and then a 1 to 2 with a 1. A 1 to 2 with a 1 is a defender exchange. So flip and flip. So right there in the middle, things were getting kind of bloody. Here we're going to use 10 and 8 is 18. The 4 won't really do anything else, so we're just going to stay with 18 to 15, or 1 to 1 odds with a 1. So that's a defender is disrupted. And then 6 and 4 is a 10, so 5 to 1 with a 5 is a defender disruption, so this unit is eliminated. And 8 to 4, 2 to 1, 3, 2 to 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. This game can go either way. That's a disruption, so I've played this, and about half the time the Spanish win and about half the time the French win. And it's just basically just 2 lines of enemies running up against each other, but I think it's kind of fun. 6 to 2, 3 to 1 odds with a 6, nothing. Okay. And that is it for the French. They've done everything they can do. Okay, then we're going to move on to the Spanish. First of all, the Spanish will try to use their... first of all, we got to see if they can come back into action. Okay, let's just start at the top here. That guy can't do anything. These guys can't do anything. These guys can't do anything. Here, this 2 right here. He has 2 and 2, so 5, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Okay, 3. That means he is rallied. This is a nice, easy rally system, so I like that. 1, nothing. Okay. Artillery can go. I'm going to use artillery point blank against this cavalry unit. So we roll a 3. 1, 2, 3. They are disrupted. Well, that was good news for the Spanish. And then this 8 to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 hexes. So 1 or 2 means nope. Okay, and then this guy. Oh, he's blocked by this guy will move down here. And then 2, 2, 12. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Again, we'll do the old ride around him. Put this guy here. I'm going to put him with the 8. Okay, I think that's it. We're just kind of moving around everybody here. And that's it for the Spanish movement. Okay, Spanish will go here, 3 to 1. 3 to 1, 3. The defender is disrupted, so that takes him out of action. A 3, 2, and these are 2 and 4. You have to attack both. There's 1 to 2. 1 to 2, 5. That's an attacker disrupted. Okay, a 3 to... He's got to fight both. 8, 9, 10. So that's a 1 to 4. That's not going to bode well. 6. 1 to 4, 6 is a attacker eliminated. So Which guy was that? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I'm backwards here. Okay. Nobody can do anything there. Okay. Let's see. 10 and 4. Let's just start here again. 10 and 4 is 14 to 4. I lose track of things really bad here. 10 to 4. 2 to 1, and I rolled a 2. 2 to 1 and 2 as a defender is disrupted. Okay. 12 to 2, 6 to 1 odds with a 4 is a defender disrupted. And then we go to a 12 to 4, 3 to 1 odds. 3 to 1 with a 5 is nothing. 12 to 2, 2 to 1 with a 4 is nothing. 12 to 12, actually this is going to be 12 to 16. So that's 1 to 2 with a 1. 1 to 2 with a 1. Defender exchange. Okay. So we flip him. We can, we flip him and we'll flip him. Okay. Yep. 12 to 8 is 1 to 1 odds with a 6 is an attacker disrupted. The Spanish are not doing well. A 10 and a 10 is a 20 to 2 to 1 with a 3 is a defender exchange. So they could lose 10 and the Spanish lose 10. And then a 10 to 4, 2 to 1 with a 3, 1, 2, 3 defender exchange. So they lose 4, but the Spanish lose more. 10 and 6 is a 1 to 1 with a 3, 1 to 1, 3, nothing. Okay, and 10 to 8 is a 1 to 1 with a 4, nothing. Okay, then we move down to these cav here. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 2, 5 to 1. They should get them. 3, which is a defender disrupted. And then a 6, 7 to 2, 3 to 1, 3 to 1, 3, 3 to 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Defender is disrupted. So we almost forgot these guys over here. And we have a 12 and a 6 is going to be to 4. That's 12. That's 18 to 4. So it's 4 to 1 odds with a 3. 4 to 1, 3 is a defender disrupted. So that guy is eliminated. And then finally, these guys are 4 to 6. So 1 to 2 with a 3 is nothing. Okay, that is it for the Spanish. We move to turn 4. So what's happened during that turn is the Spanish have kind of run up against a wall of French. But they have moved in here. I think we could almost either eliminate him or move up against those artillery. However, I think it would be kind of like what happened up here with the French trying to attack the artillery. It might not work so well. Let's let the French do their thing first. So the French are going to try to rally. First of all, we got our artillery here. I can make a straight shot down here and hit that 5. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's over 6. So nothing. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other cannon. 6, nothing. Okay, now we can try to make some rallies. And we'll start with these guys that have a leader nearby. So they need a 3 or better, so they rally. They need a 3 or better, and they rally. Why did it have to be those little wimpy ones? Okay, that guy's in a zone, that guy's in a zone, that guy's in a zone, that guy's in a zone. These guys are all in a zone. Zone, zone. And then a leader. That's a 6. Okay, flip. This guy gets a 4, nothing. Okay, that's it for those guys. Now we can try to do something here. Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah, he's in a zone of control. Okay. Let's try to eliminate 6 to 4. I think we can still try to use that guy. I'm not going to do it. We're going to try to get rid of that guy. 2, and we'll move him here. Okay, we're moving him here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, these guys. Okay, here. Okay, I wonder about getting these guys moved around and try to take out those cavalry that are coming around. So 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there. And that should get those guys out of the way. 1, 2. That's still 1 to 1. That's not bad. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go after him. That might be fun. And let's see. 3. Let's go after. Oh, that guy's got a. Okay, we're going to go after him here, 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 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do that. That's what I can do with this silly game. That guy's he's gone. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll move him in further. Okay, I think I've got everybody moved here. The French line's looking a little rough in the middle there, but we're okay. Okay, we've got 2 and 8 to 2 is 4 to 1 odds. Let's see. 4 to 1, 2 is going to be a defender disrupted, so he's gone. 8 to 3 is a 2 to 1 with a 6. Defend exchange, so with that exchange, we're going to be here. And 9 to 6. 1 to 1 odds with a 4. 1 to 1, 4, nothing. 8 and 8 is 16 to 5 is going to be 3 to 1 with a 1 is going to get rid of him. And then an 8 to 5 is a 1 to 1 with a 1 it's going to get rid of this guy. Okay, we've got a 6 to 10, so that's a 1 to 2 at 6 is a defender, or there's the attacker is disordered, and then 8 to 10 is a 1 to 2 with a 3 nothing. Okay, 8 to 3, 2 to 1 odds, 2. Defender takes it. 15 to 4, 3 to 1 odds with a 6 nothing, and a 10 to 3, 3 to 1 odds with a 2 is a defender is disordered. Okay, then we move down here, and we've got a 2. We've got a 1 to 1 with a 6. A 1 to 1 with a 6 as an attacker is disordered. And then we are going to say there are 3, and then 4 to 3. 1 to 1 with a 3 nothing. Okay, that didn't really, we took a risk, and it didn't really work. And that is the end of the French turn there. Now the Spanish get to go. What are we going to do? We got Spain. Oh, first of all, let's try to blast somebody into oblivion here. This unit here looks pretty good. It's already disordered, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it needs a 1, 2, or 3. 6, nothing. Okay. We'll blast. Let's blast this 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need a 1, 2, or 3. Nothing, and then 1, 2, or 3. 1. Okay. So we flip that guy. Okay, now we look at our disorders. If it's orange and disordered, okay, so this, starting with these guys, they got a leader here next to them, so they need, and the leader has a leadership of 1, so they need a 4, 5, or 6. 1, 1, 2, 3. They all 3 are, that's going to help. Flip and flip. Okay, and then we go down here. We'll roll for this guy, and he needs a 3. Okay, he got it. Oh, the leaders are rallying the Spaniards here. Okay, this guy here is a 1, nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Okay, everybody else is in place. Okay, now we can do the Spanish movement. And I want to do some damage with this guy. Let's do that. And then let's go. Oh, we can do that. We can just go boop. Goodbye. And we're going to stick right there. This guy's going to go against both of those guys. Boop. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to hang tight there. Now we can lower some boom. 1, 2, move him back. Move that guy there. Okay, this guy here will move there with the 2-to-1 odds. Oh heck, let's have some fun with it. We saved that 15, so he can move. I'm going to move this leader back. 2, 1, 2. Actually, we'll move the leader here with him. And that guy will move in place. 1, 2. 2. Let's take care of that. 3. We'll come back here. 2. Okay, let's see. Move him back, and 1, 2. Okay, I think I've got everybody moved. We'll start with this 3 against a 4. So 3 to 4 is 1 to 2 with a 4 is a defender exchange. So he's flipped. And then these guys are both gone. So we're cleaning house back there. I think the Spanish are going to win this one. 4 to 1, 4 is this guy is gone. 10 to 4, 2 to 1 with a 3 is a defender exchange. So flip, flip, and flip. Okay, 12 to 1. That's going to be a pretty easy one with a 1. Easily gets rid of him. 12 to 4 is a 3 to 1 with a 4. 3 to 1 with a 4 is a defender exchange. Okay, so it gets rid of him. A 10 to 9 is a 1 to 1 with a 3. 1 to 1, 3, nothing. Okay, 10, 20 to 4 is a 5 to 1 with a 6 is a defender disrupted, so he's eliminated. 10 to 3, 3 to 1 with a 3, 3 to 1, 3, defender disrupted. Okay, 4 to 10, how did I get there? Okay, 1 to 3. 1 to 3, 2, nothing. Okay. 4, 7 to 2. Oh, I did that one backwards. I'm sorry. 10 to 4 is a 2 to 1 odds. Let's roll it again. 2 to 1 with a 6. Defender exchange. Okay. So flip and flip. Okay, 4, 7 to 2 is a 3 to 1, 6. Nothing. And that's it. I think we've done all those. Okay, that's it for the Spanish turn. Let's see. Let's just do a quick assessment. So on the north end, they've kind of shredded the French cavalry attack. The cannons probably helped a little there. In the middle, well, it's still touch and go. The Spanish, they did rally pretty well this turn, so they could still probably eliminate some units. And the French are looking okay down on the flank here, so they may be able to pull that one off. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can shoot anybody. We can here and here, so we're going to go with this guy against the 15 and 2, and we roll a 3, nothing. And then this guy against the 10 and 2, a 1. Okay, he is disrupted. Okay, then we can try to solve the disruptions. And this 2 here, let's see, the 4 here, let's start with them. 2, nothing. Okay, then the 2, nothing. This 5, 6, and 4. 5, 6, and 4. We've got a 5, 5, and 3. So these two Oh, wait, hold on. We got a leader down there. So he would actually, these guys would all be rallied. Because the leader's with them. Okay, that 5 is a 6, so he's flipped. The 2 is a 6, they're flipped. And then this 1 way down on the end is 3, not flipped. Okay. Now it's time for the French to move. Let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get our 2. We are going to go ahead and try to eliminate as many as possible. Yeah, with the disruption. Going to move him and him. We're going to try to take that 12 out. And we will put that guy there. We'll put this guy 1, 2, 3 here. We'll put that. Let's put that leader up on top here. Okay. Now he would be, if he went and charged, he would be at an 8 to 6. 15 and 8 is, that's going to do, we're going to make it, try to use our 2 to 1 here. This guy will go here. This guy will go here. And I'm going to go ahead and use this. What I'm going to do, there's cannons right there. Okay. And then let's pull this guy down and this guy down. We can probably do some elimination there. Okay, I think everybody's moved that 10 to 12, 1 to 2 with a 5 is an attacker is disrupted, and then here we've got an 8, 9, 8, and 3 is 11, and 12 is a 23 to 6. So that's a 12, 14, 15, and 8, 23. I'm short by 1. Okay. So 2 to 1. 2 to 1, 5. Nothing. Okay, and then a 18 to 10 is a 1 to 1, 4. Nothing. 8 and okay, we're going to put, I think I can set this to 2 different attacks. So we'll go 8 to 10 is 1 to 2. 1 to 2, 6. That one didn't work out too well. Okay, flip that. And then we're going to go with a 8 to 5. That'll double. Let's do 2 to 1 first. 6, 2 to 1, 6. Okay, defender exchange. And we'll call it good then. Okay, then 15 and 8 is a 23. 2 to 1 with a 5. Nothing. Got a lot of nothings. 4 to 1 with a 5. Defender exchange. And then 4 to 1 with a 3. 4 to 1 with a 3. Defender is disordered. 10 to 2 is a 5 to 1 with a 1. Defender eliminated. And then down here, 4 to 2. 2 to 1 with a 2 is defender is disordered, so they're eliminated. Okay, that is the end of the French turn. We go to the Spanish turn. Start with the cannons. I can go right against this guy here. We'll do that. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's not enough. And then 1, 2, 3. A 6. Nothing. Okay, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a 1 or 2. Oh, that disordered that guy. Okay. Now let's see what the Spanish can do with their disordered. Are there any leaders around? There's a leader here. Okay, let's start with that guy. 6, so we can flip him. That's helpful. They can flip this guy. And 5. This guy can flip. This guy can't do anything. Who else can flip? Nobody else? Oh, this guy, this 5 here. 3, nothing. Okay, now the Spanish can go. Again, you try to hit these disordered units. 1, 2. Let's go with the 2 to 1. And let's go with a 1 to 1. One, 2, and we will. I'm just going to try to get these guys just a straight across attack, and let's see what happens. Okay, this guy's going to have to. This guy's going to sneak in there. Nothing much there. We can do there. 3 to 1 there, and 2 to 1 there. Okay, we've got advantage on all those. And we still actually have a Spanish line. Look at that. Okay, let's go through here. We got a 6 to 4. 1 to 1 with a 3, nothing. Okay, we've got a 2 to 1 with a 5, nothing. We've got a 10 to 5. Let's go with the 2 to 1 there. 2 to 1 with a 6. Defender exchange. So that guy's gone, but that guy flips. We've got a 12 to 11. Okay, let's try to do both of these here, these 2 12s against this. So 2 to 1 odds. We'll try to eliminate that leader. 2 to 1 with a 5. Nothing. Okay. 10 to 12. I'm going to have to. Somebody's going to have to do something. So this is 10 to 12, 13, and 9. 1 to 3. 1 to 3 with a 3. As attacker gets a. That's an attacker disordered. 1 to 1 with a 1 is a defender disordered. And then finally 12 to 9, 1 to 1 with a 6, attacker disordered. And then the Spanish here will go 10 to 4, 2 to 1 with a 2, 2 to 1 with a 2. We'll take care of that guy. 15 to 10 is a 1 to 1 with a 3, nothing. And then a 4 to 2, 2 to 1 with a 1. We'll take care of this guy. Now this guy here's 10 against a 8 and 15 is going to come to a 1 to 3. 1 to 3 with a 5, attacker disordered. A 2 to 1 or 1 to 1 with a 6 is an attacker disordered. Oh, this is looking bad for the Spanish. 2 to 1 with a 6, defender exchange, and finally a 3 to 1 with a 2. 3 to 1 with a 2, nothing. Okay, let's move to the next turn. Turn 6. Get rid of the movements, and we get to use our artillery again. Now this time I'm going to go against this 4. Anybody? I think I'm going to try that 5 up there. Is that gonna? No, I don't think I've got a straight line. I think it goes through that hex there. So, oh, but this one doesn't. Okay. 2, nothing. Okay, and then let's go against that 15, 2, 5, nothing. Okay. Then the Spanish can try to, or the French can try to rally some units. Okay, let's go with that 1. That's a 3, nothing. 1, nothing. And that's it. Okay. Time for some movement. Let's move these guys out of the way. 1, 2, and then Okay, these guys, is that a... Oh, it's not. Okay. They left him open again, so he's gone. And he'll move in there. I'll move that 8 there. 3, 1, 2. Oh, I didn't try that guy. Let's see. 1. Nope, he didn't do it. Okay, and then... Okay, I think everybody has moved here. Okay, 2 and 6 is a 8. That's a 2 to 1 with a 5, nothing. Okay, here we've got a 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 5, 2 to 1 with a 5, nothing. Okay, 1 to 1 here with a 3, 1 to 1, 3, nothing. Okay, and then a 10 to 5, 2 to 1 with a 3, 2 to 1 with a 3. Defender exchange. Okay, so he's eliminated, and he is flipped. 8 and 8 is 17 to 6, so 2 to 1 with a 2, 2 to 1 with a 2. Defender is eliminated. Down here, 10 against a 10 and a 15, 10 to 25, 1 to 3, 2, 1 to 3, 2, nothing. 8 to 4, 2 to 1 with a 4, nothing. 15 and 8 is going to be a 4 to 1 with a 1. That eliminates this guy. 10 to 2, 5 to 1 with a 3, 5 to 1, 1, 2, 3. Defender is disordered, or that's elimination. And that thins out the Spanish line considerably. Okay. Spanish get a go. Let's take a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need a 1 or 2. We miss. Okay, right here. 1, 2. It gets a 2. 1, 2. That is a defender is disordered. So they get shot right there. And then this guy is going to shoot that 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, needs a 1 or 2. Oh, gets it. Okay, flip. Okay, Spanish can then try to recover from disorders. Let's see what we got. We need leaders. This guy's with a leader. I should have moved that guy. Oh well. There's a leader there. Is he with the guy? Let's go with that one. So he gets a 5. That's enough. And should have moved that leader. Okay, let's see who's by themselves. The 6 is 6. He rallies. This 5 gets a 4. Does not rally. Boy, if he would have been that leader. Okay, not a lot of units left. The 6 can go. What am I going to do? 6, 4. I think we can eliminate. Yeah. Okay, let's go up here. Let's try to get that 4 out of there. 1, 2. 1, 2. And we'll move this guy in and this guy in. And he'll move in here and here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll fight with those guys here, and then 3. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy down here, and let's move this 2 more. This guy, yep, he's going to go here. This guy will go here. This guy will go here. Clean up some disrupted units. Okay, let's go. 6 and 4, 2 to 1. 2 to 1 with a 4, nothing. 12 to 2, 6 to 1 with a 4 is eliminated. 12 and 24 to 11. So 2 to 1 with a 1. Okay, that is going to disrupt this guy. Okay, and then we've got a 12 and 10 is a 22 to 12 is a 1 to 1. 5. Defender exchange, so flip and flip. Okay, a 10 to 5, 2 to 1. 2 to 1 with a 1. Defender this is going to eliminate this guy. And then 4 to 4. Now he's charging and he's a cavalry against an infantry that's disrupted. So he gets 2 to 1 odds. 2 to 1 with a 5 is nothing. However, he is disrupted from that. 15 to 10 is a 1 to 1. With a 2, 1 to 1 to 2 is a defender exchange. So we flip and we flip. And then 10 to 8 is a 1 to 1, 3. 1 to 1, 1, 2, 3, nothing. Okay. 5 to 2, 2 to 1 with a 1. That should get rid of that guy. 4 to 1 with a 4 gets rid of this guy. And then a 3 to 1 with a 6 is nothing. Okay, there we go. Okay, move to the next game turn. Turn 7. This is just a battle of attrition now. Okay, cannons. Let's see who we can shoot. We can shoot these two guys. We will. I'll shoot one shot at this guy and one shot at this guy. So if I get a 1, nope, neither one. Okay. Then we can take care of our disruptions. Okay, 3, 1, and 1, nothing. This 5 down here gets a 4. Nothing. That guy can go, and he's got to get a 4, 5, or 6. Does not. And that 4, I don't know if I rolled for him or not. I'll roll again. 1, nothing. Okay. Bad news for the French. Okay, let's move back to 1, 2. Boop. 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 Oh, the French line is down to nothing here. Okay. 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 Wow. I didn't realize how badly it looked for the French, but they are pretty much decimated. Okay. 2, 4, 10. 10 to 4. 2 to 1 odds with a 6. Defender exchange. So flip and flip and flip, and there we go. Okay, nobody here. We've got an 8, 16, and 15 is a 20. Let's see, 15, that's 30, so 3 to 1 odds with a 5. 3 to 1 with a 5 is nothing. 10, 12 to 5. 2 to 1 with a 5 is nothing. Okay. End of turn. Now the Spanish can go, and I'm going to just blast. I'm going to blast that 6 here. Let's just blast him, okay? 2 easily disrupts him. This cannon can go. Can he shoot? He can't shoot back here. Let's go ahead with that. A 1. Oh, that gets rid of that guy. And then this guy is going to shoot against that 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he needs a 1 or 2. Nothing. Okay. We can try to solve some disruption issues. So is there any leaders? This guy's with a leader, so he needs a 3 or better. He rallies. This guy here is not okay. And then this guy, 6, so he rallies. This 2 here, 1, nothing. How about the 6 here? Nope. The 5 and the 5. Neither of those guys. Okay. Now it's time to see what we can do. We'll take him here. And we'll take 2 to 1 odds there. And 2, 2, there. 2, 2. He'll try to take that guy down. Let's see, is this guy? Oh, he's back in business. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Let's go through and do some attacking. 6 and 10, so 2 to 1 odds up here. 2 to 1 with a 2 is going to eliminate this guy. I've got to attack here. Let's go 6 to 1 with a 2. 6 to 1 with a 2 eliminates him. And then 12 to 5. 2 to 1 with a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing. Okay. 12 to 2. 4 to 1 up here. 4 to 1 with a 4 eliminates this guy. And 10 to 4. 2 to 1 with a 2 here eliminates this guy. 15 to 5. 3 to 1 with a 5. 3 to 1 with a 5. Nothing. And 10 to 8. 1 to 1 with a 2 is a defender exchange. Okay. Flip and flip. Here we have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 2. 4 to 1 with a 1 is an elimination. 3 to 2 is a 1 to 1 with a 3, nothing. Okay. Go to turn 8. Now, I still think there's enough French units here that they're not going to be demoralized. Because there's still quite a few that are, even though they're disordered, that doesn't matter. So, let's try shooting. I'll try 1 on the 12 and 1 on the 15 here. So 1 on the 12, nothing, and then 1 on the 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, nothing. And 1. Okay, that's it. Try our demoralized. 6. Okay, he flips back. He rallies. Flip nothing. Flip 2. That's nothing. And then this guy is with the leader here. 1. Oh, that's not very lucky. The 4 gets a nothing, and the 1 clear down there gets a 4, nothing. Okay. Spanish can try to go 1, 2, or French go 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. Let's see here. There is just not much to do. We will just try to pull back. Maybe we can we're able to get rally a little bit here. 2 to 10 to 2. Oh, he's pretty powerful. I can do 2 to 1 there. Okay. I've got 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. I think I've got 3. Okay. First attack, 15 to 5. 3 to 1 with a 4. 3 to 1 with a 4 is going to eliminate this guy. 8 to 2. 4 to 1 with a 2 is going to eliminate this guy. 10 to, what was a 5? Yeah, 2 to 1 with a 2. Flip him, and that's it for the French turn. The Spanish can go. Let's try to see what we can do. Let's start with shooting at that 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a 1 or 2. Nope. We'll try to shoot that 8 with both of those guys. 1, that was enough, and then flip 1, 2, 3, 2, enough. Okay, flip, that's just, oops, and then we're going to see if anybody needs to rally. Okay, the 6 can try, nothing. The 2 5s can try, 5 and 1, one of them can. And now we can move. Okay, we've got this 4, 3, and we'll go here, and we will go here, and here. This guy will go here. I'm going to move away from the cannon, and actually I'm going to do this, and I'm going to fight them both. Oh, I can do that and that. This guy will move here. 1, 2. Here, here, and here. Okay, let's see what they do. 12 to 1 and 10 to 1. So basically, those guys are eliminated. It doesn't matter. The odds are such that they're going to be gone automatically. We got a 4 and a 6 is a 10 to 4, 2 to 1 with a 6. That's a defender exchange. Flip and flip. 12 to 1 there. That's an automatic. 12 to 7. 1 to 1. 1 to 1 with a 6. Oh, well, that wasn't so good. 10 to 6. 1 to 1 with a 2. That's going to eliminate that guy, so the leader's gone. And then we've got a 15 to 5. 3 to 1 with a 1. That's an elimination. We've got a 10, 11, 12. We got 1 to 1 with a 5. Defender exchange. So flip, and then 10 points have got to be exchanged. That's one of these. Flip. Okay, and then 4, 7 to 2. 3 to 1 with a 6. Nothing. Okay, end of the turn. 8, 9. Okay, and the French can try to use their little cannons here. Let's try to shoot 2 shots on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. So 1s or 2s. 1 or 2, yes. And 1. Okay, so we flipped him, and we can take him off the map. Then we can try to bring some guys back from the dead. Okay, he flips. Nothing. Nothing. And that's it. And I am just going to assume at this point that, let's just go ahead and assume that the French are going to be disrupted, so we will move 2, 2, we'll flip him, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, we can't use, or now the cannons can still flip, 1, 2, flip, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're just going to pretend it's disrupted for fun. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay, so that's it for the French turn. Let's just say we're going to shoot at this guy with the Spanish. Not a 2. No, we need 1s. And then we're going to go after that 8 there. Neither of those hit, so... Oh, 1, 2. And then the Spanish can go... Oh, they're going to see if they can bring anybody back. 6. Okay, this guy came back. 6. Okay, this guy came back. 5. This guy came back. 1, nothing. And nobody down here, I don't think. Oh, okay. 3. And you needed a 4. 6. Okay, that guy came back. Okay, we've got the Spanish can now move. I got 6. That'll be 3 to 1. That's 5 to 1. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, let's see what we've got. So we got 10 to 2. It's a 5 to 1 odds with a 4. That's so anyway, that's kind of the game. They're really actually a pretty fun game to play. I think I like this 30-year war quad. They're pretty easy. I do think that the lack of zones of control, stopping movements, probably changes the game quite a bit. But for something a little different, it works pretty well. So hopefully, if you guys have a chance, go ahead and play this. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.